stimulus plan, right? And that he's basically said, I'm going to do this without Republican votes. I wonder, are the facts of the politics in Washington, do they prevent him from really following through on that unity message at the end of the day?
Look, I think you're right about your observations about where our politics are and about where the misaligned incentives, Jim. But I think he's going to test and probe that the possibilities here. And what he's really betting on is that you can disagree on some things and still find partners on others. I think the test will come when they talk about issues like infrastructure, where there's interest on both sides to get something done. But that's why I think it's so important when Anderson invited him to join Nancy Pelosi in calling those senators cowards, he demurred. He said, no, I don't want to call names, because he understands there's always a fight around the corner where you might need some allies and you might get some allies. And I think he could get some allies if he keeps this in the realm of policy and not personality.
Yeah. It's a really good point, but you guys made that effort, David, in the Obama White House, trying to get out of the Great Recession on stimulus to get some allies in the other party, namely 3 Republican senators on board, even though you didn't need them. But you wanted that bill, the rescue bill, to be bipartisan. And the argument that even Biden made last night is that ultimately it hurt the economic recovery, right? And I remember, I'm just in the middle of reading Obama's memoir, and he quotes you. And you described it as the house was burning and those 4 senators had the only fire hose. Is there a lesson in that for Biden now?
Well, first of all, let me just correct a little bit of history, Poppy, because I lived it and it was painful. We didn't just need Republicans; we needed Democrats. We needed 60 votes to pass that.
Right.
And there were several Democrats who didn't want to, who were insistent that the stimulus be no more than $800 billion. So that was a problem, and Biden faces that as well here. You know, on the minimum wage, for example, Joe Manchin does not support a national $15 minimum wage. Biden needs all 50 votes to pass this reconciliation. So beyond the parliamentarian, he has issues with his own caucus that may force that out of this reconciliation package. But you know, this is not easy stuff, and the question